Under fire. Charles disappointed as Harry blow him out the water. Harry sided with Meghan. British royal correspondents interviewed in a new BBC documentary say that Prince Harry's unprecedented statement in defence of Meghan Markle overshadowed Prince Charles' 2016 tour of Oman. The Princes and the Press, a two-part series from the British broadcaster that released its first episode in the UK on Monday, saw presenter Amol Rajan, BBC media editor and former editor of The Independent, conduct numerous interviews with British journalists about their view of the relationship that royals have with newspapers. In the lead-up to the release, there had been speculation among British outlets, including the Daily Telegraph and the Daily Mirror, that the palace could potentially boycott the broadcaster for digging into the varying approaches Harry and Prince William have chosen to adopt in their relationship with the media. Charles, who arrived for his 7-day trip alongside his 74-year-old wife Camilla Parker Bowles, was soon blown out of the water by his youngest son. Robert Jobson, the so-called godfather of royal reporting, was with the Duke of Rothesay at the time. He promised to give Charles a front-page splash during negotiations to secure an interview with the heir to the throne. However, he explained to the BBC's Amol Rajan in episode 1 of the broadcaster's The Princes and the Press documentary, how the Duke of Cornwall was about to be snubbed. Mr. Jobson said, "When you're on a trip, say with the Prince of Wales in the Middle East, and all of your negotiations for a week to get the chat with the Prince of Wales, to say we guarantee you the splash, all goes out the window because Harry releases this big statement about the press and about their treatment of Meghan was outrageous. Harry releases this statement about the press and their treatment of Meghan, of course that then has to be page 1, Jobson said, before adding that he had to push Charles out of front-page coverage which left the Prince of Wales going, "I thought I was going to be on page 1, that was the deal." Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills, also interviewed in the documentary, called Harry's statement release an example of a big no-no in the royal family. "You do not do anything while another member of the royal family is on tour that could possibly overshadow that tour," she added. Prince Harry confirming he was dating Meghan Markle blew any coverage about Prince Charles completely out of the water. Representatives for Clarence House, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comment. The Duke of Sussex's statement, described by the BBC's Johnny Diamond as a hot tongue of flame, said a line had been crossed by the media. The statement by the communications secretary to Prince Harry read, "His girlfriend, Meghan Markle, has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public, the smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments." It added, "Prince Harry is worried about Ms. Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her. It is not right that a few months into a relationship with him that Ms. Markle should be subjected to such a storm. He knows commentators will say this is the price she has to pay and that this is all part of the game. He strongly disagrees. This is not a game, it is her life and his." The BBC approached Buckingham Palace, Clarence House and Kensington Palace for comment. They provided the following joint statement: "A free, responsible and open press is of vital importance to a healthy democracy. However, too often overblown and unfounded claims from unnamed sources are presented as facts and it is disappointing when anyone, including the BBC, gives them credibility." The second episode of The Princes and the Press airs next Monday at 9 p.m. on BBC Two.